podcast.
Yeah.
It'd be huge. It'd be enormous. Oh, it's live.
It's live.
Live right now.
There we go. Yeah, it's on me.
This is on you. It's all on you.
Hey, wow, somebody's already on there.
That
was quick. Literally only just gone. Right, so where have we been? Lewis is also here, by the way. Lewis, do your magic.
It's a new setup. There we
This
go.
is the most because the delay is dreadful.
What, between it being that?
God. So Lewis is at his.
I'm just going to send a quick tweet to let people know that we are now live.
That sounds like a good idea. Lewis is going to tweet. You may have noticed, I'm just going to waffle on for 2 minutes. You may have noticed I'm wearing a new hat. I bought a new hat.
The eagle.
It's a new era snapback with the Specialized logo on. And this is one of the, well, it's the only thing I really brought back from, apart from the goodie bag, that you may have noticed on our Instagram story. We went to Grisdale for the Specialized Trail Days Festival. I bought a hat there. More on that to come shortly. Lewis.
Hello.
You as confused as I am. This is crazy because I'm just looking at me and you're there as well, but you're not there.
It's all right. I've given you a tiny little break. I've swapped back over. So it's so hard to keep swapping between and then like trying to send a text as well. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Sorry, I just switched off for a minute. There you go. Giving you it back.
Thank you. Great. Okay, so basically what this little live video is about is just we've been really busy over the past few weeks. Essentially so busy that we haven't been able to edit. We have still been riding. We have still been filming when riding. We just haven't had the time in the evenings throughout the week to do the editing because it is quite a time-consuming process. However, things will soon start to change. My personal reason, I've been busy with university. This was my week gone was the last week of term for me in my first year. So I had to stop tweeting, Lewis.
Sorry.
Telling that he's tweeting. I've been very busy with about 5 or 6 courseworks that I've been in over the past 3 weeks, and I've got exams coming up after this weekend. So I've basically been doing all my spare time has been devoted, apart from the days where I've been biking, to finishing off coursework and stuff like that. I have now finished all that coursework and it has all been handed in. So where does that leave me? After the exams, which are this week, come in, I've got plenty of free time again. I am doing work experience over the summer and I am still working over the summer. So I won't have all the time in the world, but I will have my evenings guaranteed. So that does at least mean I can edit my videos, which is really handy. Lewis, if he's still there, has been busy for different reasons. So if he wants to chuck it over to me.
I've done the magic already. My reason is I work full time as a teacher, so this time of year is a nightmare for us because it's our time for exams, and it takes a lot of time to set everything up. It takes a lot of time to make sure that on the night times I've planned for the kids. I won't get into it, but it takes a lot of time. And so on the night time I don't have much time for editing either, which is a bit of a nightmare really because we've got a decent amount of footage in the bank for the channel, and we're pretty desperate to put it on really. So it's the whole editing thing that takes the time. The filming side, we're out riding anyway. We take a little bit of time each time we're out to do a little bit of filming. The footage we've got, it's literally just trying to turn it into videos and the time. So, but I'm in a similar situation to George where I'll have a lot more time from the end of July. I get my 6-week holidays. So I can be editing most days then. So yeah, the channel's going to pick back up. We haven't decided to forget about it or anything like that. We really wanted to make this so that you knew that we were still here. But,
I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? Really, we've only missed a couple of weeks out with videos.
Yeah, not long at all. It's been. It was only last week that we didn't upload anything, and Wednesday. So it's been a week and a day. So it's not, we haven't left it a massive gap like 3 months like we did when we first started the video. when we first started the video, George, we must have left it like a good solid 4 months or something between two videos.
Yeah, we had a couple of breaks, didn't we, where there was big gaps. But we've been relatively consistent for a fair while now, so I think that's why it feels like we've not been uploading enough.
Yeah, 2 videos a week is it's a fair amount to be uploading. So doing the 2 videos a week is hard work, and we've sort of shared it out a little bit. And I've done one, and George has done one, but there's been a few weeks where I've maybe done 2 or George has done 2.
Too much, I mean, we've had too much else on, and sadly, real life does get in the way.
Yeah.
George Liston has said, do a raw vid every now and then. I have to read these out to Lewis because he can't see them because he's monitoring the camera and I'm monitoring the chat.
I'm the one switching between us. I have no idea. Is the switch actually working?
Yeah, it is. It's just it's in like a 30-second delay or something.
So is the whole video 30 seconds delay? Though?
Yeah, something like that. George Liston has said, do a raw vid every now and then.
Yeah,
which is actually a really, really good idea. I think part of the reason why we never really do raw vids is we both like the progression of improving our videos every time, and I personally I'd find it hard to deliberately do a video badly. In my opinion, just using the raw footage, I wouldn't like the look of it at the end because I know I could have done a better job. And at the end of the day, we do this.
Does raw mean George, not you, but the George in the chat? What would say a second name again? I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Who's the George who just commented?
Yeah, I don't know. He just put do a raw vid.
Okay, let me check. George Liston. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've just hopped over and I thought. Do you mean do a raw video? Hang on,
no, it's all right. He's put just like a trail ride without editing.
No editing, no color grading, no pedaling up hills. Just literally
ride a trail
on and off we go. Or do you mean like a third person edit but do it?
No,
color grading.
Put just like a trail ride without editing.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So just stick the GoPro on then and go for it. Yeah, why not?
It's a good idea. Again, like I was saying, I feel like I'd watch it and I'd be like, I can make this more exciting, I can make this more interesting. And I don't want to be uploading just for the sake of uploading. So Mountain Bike Advice has said, somehow the YouTube 4,000 view hours, 10,000 views, 1,000 subs makes you feel pressured to constantly upload content. And that's what I want to avoid. I don't want to feel pressured into uploading stuff just for the sake of it, just for a quick upload, just for something simple.
Yeah, the idea with it was always to have fun. The whole reason we started it really was to show progression with ourselves, and then when we got into the editing and that sort of thing, to edit the videos, hopefully the channel gets better as well. And I see your point. Yeah. Maybe some raw footage, like we used to do the lines with Lou thing.
Yeah,
and that was minimal. Just click it for the line.
Yeah, see, I quite enjoyed those. Those were good. And I'd be happy for those to go back on, really.
Yeah.
That is something we can consider, because there is a bit more involved in that. There's a bit of presenting. There's a bit. I mean, George has caught up and said like a 40-minute GoPro ride. I mean, I wouldn't myself enjoy really watching that. So I don't. I would never want to put something up that I wouldn't want to watch myself.
Yeah. Although there's that thing that's Patreon. That
Patreon, yeah.
It's like a subscription to get extra videos. We're obviously not a huge channel yet. Hopefully one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's what we're going for. This is not just a thing that we're just going to do and then abandon. But maybe if there's a want for it, maybe we should set up a Patreon and just do like whatever the bare minimum that we can charge for a subscription, and then just upload all the footage as a 40-minute thing. Maybe the computer wouldn't handle it. I don't know. It depends if there's a need for it, I guess.
I don't think you switched at that point, because I've just watched 30 seconds of me just staring at the screen helplessly.
it's hard to remember to switch because that down here there's the two boxes. There's you, and then there's me.
Yeah.
And that if I click just the box, I get me on the big screen, and then if I click your box, I get you on the big screen. And I think that I've switched. But I actually have to use the little drop down menu and then send it back to you.
Yeah.
Oh, so there has to be a better way to do it than this. This whole live stream switching thing. There has to be a better way.
It's better if we're both just in the same place.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should just actually spend the 45 minutes and I'll drive from here and come and see you.
To be honest, if you'd have just driven straight from work, you'd have got here like an hour ago, and we just like straight away put the phone on, click, go.
It's taken way too long to set this up, actually.
Yeah, hasn't it? Roger said on these long rides we could discuss ideas or answer questions that people have sent in. We don't get many questions. It is pretty rare for someone to ask us a question. I mean, we used to do the MTB talk, and that was really fun. You know, that was quite sort of working with the community of bikers, which was always nice. But we were asking them questions really, and then we were giving our opinions. So maybe another one would be sort of if we did like an ask us thing. That would be quite fun.
Yeah.
If we could somehow get people to send in questions.
You know what I would love? I'd love to do like a monthly ask us whatever you want type video. That'd be really cool to do. We just, I suppose, we need your help. You know, there's people who subscribe already to us, the 400 and however many there are, 411, 400 and something. You people ask us things in the comments and that sort of thing, and then we can do those sort of videos. We don't get too many messages on Instagram or on Twitter or anything. We're really not a big channel, and we put a lot of time into editing, and that's
a lot of time. It's amazing. Like if we were to really if we wanted to do a video a day, it would have to become our full-time jobs. Simple as that. Because it's like having a part-time job. You spend a day riding and then you spend a day editing. It's not, you know, it doesn't take two hours to edit. It's taken up to 6 up to 8 hours sometimes to edit some of the longer videos.
Yeah, it does. For an 8-minute video, it can take like 4 hours for an 8-minute video. It can take like 4 hours to edit to make sure that we've got what we're trying to do more and more with the videos is tell a story, so that we're not just putting out mountain
stuff as everybody else.
But yeah, we want to be different to everybody else. That's it. Yeah. We want to put something out that's got a story to it, where you tune in because you want to see what we're doing and where we're going and how we got there, and the story side of it is almost as important as the riding.
Yeah,
two together. That's, I guess, what we're aiming for. But the Ask Me Anything type videos would be cool once a month or something like that. Just live stream to go up and I suppose it does put our personality a little bit more into the channel and take away from it just being a riding channel. I don't know.
Mountain bike advice. I mean, you've gone mute. That's all right, isn't it? You're meant to be quiet right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's bizarre. Watching your face on the screen talk with no sound. Mountain bike. I tried to stack up videos and release them later. Raw videos are not up to the standards of our channel. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Which is why you subbed for great content and how it's presented. That's really kind. Thank you for saying that. We do try and stack up videos.
Yeah.
Every time we have started to stack up videos, something has come up and we've needed to use one. It is something that we do try and do when we can.
Yeah, and a massive thanks for subscribing to the channel. You know, we're going to do this anyway, whether you subscribe or not. But the fact that we're able to connect with riders from different places around the world and share what we're doing, it makes it have value for us and not just be something that we're spending hours and hours doing. It gives it value, and we're now, because of you guys, able to tap into different things and go see different people and ride with different people. And we're actually getting Instagram messages now for people wanting to come ride with us, so they can be in videos and they can come and ride the trails that we ride and ride with us. And that's really cool. That's way beyond anything that we thought it was going to be when we first started this. So yeah, massive thanks for subbing.
Again, I think you just had the camera on me for that whole time.
No, I didn't. I definitely stopped it.
I think you did. So hang on. Have we seen Stainburn? We have ridden Stainburn. We have I think we have 2 videos of Stainburn from the past. But you're right. I think they've done a lot of work on it, if that's what you're referring to. They've chopped loads of trees. We haven't been since this happened. I saw a picture online, which made Stainburn look very bald. I didn't know if that was above the main road or below the main road. We haven't been recently. No, we haven't been since maybe late last summer, August or something. Maybe even earlier than that.
Yeah.
We are there again soon, though. It's one of our favourite places to ride out of everywhere that we've ridden. So it's always on the sort of future cards. But we have got a few places, you know.
Yeah. I absolutely love Stainburn. It's one of my favourite places to ride. But I like technical trails that you can't just plough down. You have to pick your line. And so the technical side of the riding is really, really up my street. And Stainburn is that place in the UK, in England especially. Stainburn is that place where I know a few riders who have been and said, I don't want to go back because it's too hard to ride there. It's too hard to get the flow. And I got to admit, the first time we went, I didn't enjoy it as much as the second time we went. We were a lot more confident the second time we went. But the technical aspect of it all is that's perfect. And yeah, like you say, there's loads of places that you want to ride. I don't know, top 3, George?
Places I want to ride?
Yeah. Top 3.
Wales.
Bike Park Wales, cool.
Obviously. Antistyniog. Mainly for scenery. I'm just desperate to go there. I'd love to ride somewhere that looks that rocky and that mountainous. That's not really related to the riding. I just think it looks like a beautiful place. I'd like to ride there. And then number 3, do you know what? I couldn't tell you the name of it, but I want to ride somewhere exotic, but I mean really exotic. So like New Zealand or Japan, or to be honest, even going to somewhere like Whistler.
Oh,
those are all like
they're outside the UK, but
yeah.
I
mean, if it had to be top 3 UK, it would be Antistyniog, Bike Park Wales, and then probably Fort Bill.
Oh, good shout. Good shout. Yeah. I reckon for me, Bike Park Wales and Revolution are up there. Descend Bike Park.
Well, that's all right, because you're going there, aren't you?
Going tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, going tomorrow. That's been digging out the full face. And it is.
We don't do any full face riding, and it's what we want to do. Totally Not JJ has asked if we've ridden the Cycle Hub. I'm going to go out on a whim and say no.
The Cycle Hub?
Yeah, we have not ridden there.
Where is it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's probably why we haven't ridden it.
Where is the Cycle Hub?
Where is the Cycle Hub? It sounds familiar, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. So, a little bit more information, please.
Get back to us. And I'll reply.
Oh, you're typing out a reply?
Yeah.
I want to show you these.
So where have we been and what have we done over the past couple of weeks while we haven't been editing, while we're waiting for that?
Just check these out real quick. These came in the post today. I've had the goggles a while, but I haven't had mirrored lenses. Can you see them, George?
No, you haven't quite put them on yet.
I wasn't going to put them on.
Oh, those are really fancy. Those are really cool. Are you going to put them on? There we go. We're all prepped for downhill. I've worn these once in like a year and a half because we wear open face helmets for everything we do because we don't do anything that is enough downhill to warrant a full face. Although Lewis is going to the Descend Bike Park tomorrow, which I am very jealous of because I am indeed at work, unfortunately. So that'll be a just Lewis day out. But we have recently been to Grisdale for the Specialised Trail Days Festival, as I mentioned earlier, which was awesome. I stayed Friday till Sunday and Lewis stayed Friday till Monday. And of all the trips we've done so far, and this is a hard one to say because we've enjoyed MTB Meetup both years, but this has probably been my favourite so far. It was beautiful weather, the scenery was beautiful, the trail was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, it's not as good as Landegler, but it was just exciting because there was so much on offer for free. I mean, we'd paid already. We paid a few months ago, £10 for the promise of uplift camping, a goodie bag when we got there, and that seemed like an amazing deal. And to be honest, we'd have been happy if we'd have gone there, just camped and just ridden the trail without all the other stuff. So, I mean, we got a T-shirt in the goodie bag, we got a beer, which neither of us drank. What else did we get? Oh, there was a map as well, and the bag
as well. Bike demos as well. So we got to day 1, we rode our own bikes. Day 2, we took our e-bikes, and then day 3, I went and took out a stunt jumper. So that was really. I mean, there's obviously we're gonna have videos coming for this. We didn't film on day 1 because we wanted to.
Well, we just try it out.
So no filming on day 1, but day 2 when we took the e-bikes out, you might have even seen on our Instagram, which if you don't already follow us on Instagram, go follow us. It's at @2.the.trail to the trail, but with dots in between. So there's some Insta bangers already on there. But yeah, the e-bikes were cool. The e-bikes were really good fun, weren't they? Super, super good fun.
They were really good fun. Neither of us actually expected what they were going to be like. I think unless you've actually ridden on one, you have no idea what it feels like. It's totally different to what you expect.
Yeah.
We both had a lot of fun, but we won't go into that too much just because we have got videos coming out for those next week.
Yeah. I'll start.
Next week.
To give it all away.
Can't give it anything. We did do some filming on the Sunday on the Sunday.
It would be Sunday.
The bikes and the vlog as well. There were a few celebrities biking celebrities, so celebrities in our world, not your traditional celebrities, who I can't actually think of any.
Super jealous.
Orlando Bloom, he's a celebrity. So some of these names we had: Kate Caird, Hannah Barnes, Chris Kyle, and also Martin Soderstrom, or as Martin Soderstream, as I like to call him, the tallest biker in the world, I think. We were just walking along. Lewis was Instagramming, and I said to Lewis, "Look, there's Martin. Let's go get a video with him." And Lewis is just
I went to
world.
Start with
totally blatantly.
They had the stunt jumpers. They had the new carbon stunt jumpers, and they SWAT and the.
Screw Lewis, get rid of Lewis. I'm going to go and say hello to him. So we had a quick chat with Martin Soderstrom and had a handshake and got him on cam. So hopefully the footage is good because I was quite excited. And who knows if the camera's even recording. I really hope it was. But managed to get a very brief interview with him. I didn't want to take up his time too much because I felt a little bit rude. So apologies, Martin, for that. But thank you very much as well. But that was trail days. That was pretty cool. We also did a bit more riding on the BMXs.
I forgot about that.
Just over a week ago. We had a game of bike, which we really screwed up the rules in a couple of ways.
Now you say we.
Yeah, you screwed up the rules. My rules were fine.
I've since got back and watched a game of bike on YouTube, and they follow the same rules that I have. So,
well, I watched someone play a game of skate, and they used my rules. So clearly, bike and skate have different rules, and I was referring to skate rules when we set up the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anybody watching?
Yeah, There's seven people.
Hello,
it's not a super massive.
Some questions. This is rare time that we have available to us both at the moment. So please, if you've got any questions, ask us now, and we can answer them.
Yeah. In fact, let's.
Hey, Cookie Bora.
Let's a quick live Instagram.
Yeah.
Live Instagram as well. Oh, I forget how to do these things.
You have to swipe left.
Swipe left, and then move to live.
Yeah.
And then really embarrassing while you're watching this, I'll do this too. How weird is that?
Are you going to put yourself on the camera while you're doing it? Or are you just going to keep it?
Just literally just going to do this.
Top 3 places for beginners in the Midlands.
We are now live. I'm now live, and we're live on YouTube as well. So if you're watching this, go and watch this on YouTube. Come and see us live on YouTube. What's the question?
The question is top 3 places for beginners in the Midlands.
Oh, in the Midlands.
In the Midlands. We don't do a lot of riding in the Midlands.
3 places for...
I'm going to go with one. I'm going to actually Google and make sure it's in the Midlands, but it's not too far from the Midlands if it's not.
Cannock Chase. Cannock Chase is in the Midlands.
Is that in the Midlands?
I'm pretty sure it's Midlands. Sacred Dirt. If you don't follow Sacred Dirt on Twitter, there's a huge plug for him there. He'll like this when he sees this. Sacred Dirt is roughly from the Midlands, I think, and he rides Cannock. So go ride Cannock if you're in the Midlands and you're a beginner.
Can we count Sheffield as Midlands? I mean, it's what, 20 minutes from technically Midlands, if anything. So
yeah, close enough.
Yeah, George Liston. I was just thinking Lady Cannons. That's where I was going with Sheffield. Lady Bower has a nice little cross-country route around it. That's pretty good. Sherwood Pines, Sam Gent. Yep, that's right. Sherwood Pines. Oh, Lewis. Brilliant place for beginners. Yeah.
Yeah. Sherwood Pines isn't bad. Sherwood Pines isn't a bad place for beginners. It's got a lot.
Grand Champ. Yeah, no, it's Sherwood Pines is
go watch on YouTube.
Probably the nearest place for you.
Yeah, Sherwood Pines is quite cool for beginners. It's not enjoyed. You call it Sherwood Pedal.
Yeah, it's not our style of riding entirely, but it is a really good MTB place for beginners. There's nothing wrong with it. It's brilliant, and they've done an amazing job where they are. It's just a little bit too much pedaling for us, or well, specifically me. I think Lewis doesn't like pedaling.
I don't particularly enjoy.
Yeah.
Sherwood Pedal.
It's Grenoside and Warncliffe.
Yeah.
Grenoside, I think there's a couple of things that would be good. In fact, there's a fair bit of Grenoside. Warncliffe, I don't know. I haven't actually been to Warncliffe. You did a bit of a ride. What would you think about it for beginners? I mean, everything I've heard about it is probably not ideal for beginners.
Yeah. The Warncliffe, we did the ride around the top of the crags. So it wasn't brilliant. It was probably more of a cross-country route on fire tracks than anything.
Okay, so there is some stuff there for beginners.
Yeah, suitable for beginners. The actual stuff going off that they've built at Warncliffe, probably not suitable for beginners.
We're not gurus, just to point out.
Oh yeah,
we don't know.
Don't
know all that much, really.
Opinions.
Yeah, we're good at giving opinions.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop filming on the Instagram for a second.
Oh, you're still filming on the Instagram?
Yeah. I've been manning the two cameras. I've been manning the camera on the YouTube and manning the camera on the phone. But if you are watching live and you're not watching on YouTube, we're going back to YouTube. So go watch on there.
God, it's like Inception, YouTube Inception. Have we got any other questions? I think we've got the ones from there. So it's basically Sherwood Pines, Lady Cannings, and then I'm going to go out and say Lady Barra as well because that's a nice place.
Yeah.
Any questions?
I think also quick addition to that. Midlands isn't too far to Wales, really. If you're on that side of it. I
mean, it depends because it used to take us 3 or 4 hours to get to certain parts of Wales. So.
Okay, yeah. If you're on the very western part of it, though, you might be a good shoot to Wales. In which case, Wales never fails. Definitely go ride Wales.
Yeah.
So good.
Anybody else got a question? Rack those brains. Put the camera on Lewis for a bit.
Oh no, I was down reading the questions myself then for a second. Okay, I've come back. I've done it. I just was interested in having a look what the chat looks like because I'm actually manning the cameras to swap between, and so I haven't actually been keeping an eye on the chat. George is watching. Oh, there's been a fair few people. Yeah. Mountain bike advice. George Liston. Totally not JJ. Oh yeah, what's up, Cookie Borough? Rancham 2, Sam Gent. There's a fair few, been a fair few faces. It's nice to know that our subscribers and our watchers have managed to find this live video and tune in. Thanks.
Yeah, again, I think they're enjoying looking at my face while you're talking, which is probably very disconcerting for them.
I literally have. Can you seriously? Am I not coming up at all?
Very rarely you flash up for a bit and then you disappear for the next 5 minutes again.
Okay, I put it back on me.
Looking at my screen and then looking at my phone when you're talking, and then anyway, come on. There's got to be some more questions on. We've got about 9 minutes left of this, really.
Oh, you're going for a full 9 minutes? Okay, 7 o'clock. Yeah, we could do that. Any plans for a gimbal? I like your footage. Would be next level with a gimbal. Cookie, we have gimbals.
We do wear gimbals.
The earlier videos don't have gimbals. They're a fairly recent addition.
Well, the first one we used was when we went to the place with Rich.
I rode with the gimbal to Pines.
No, I'm sure you rode with one before then. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, but we've had gimbals for a while. But the first one was, I wouldn't say Sherwood Pines just because there's a few Sherwood Pines videos. It's when we rode. Where did we ride with Rich that time?
Yearsley.
Yeah.
Yearsley, and that was
all the videos from Yearsley onwards. We ride with gimbals.
Yeah, from now all the videos that you'll see will be with gimbals.
Yeah. As you can see in some of them where the gimbals have decided to go a bit wobbly or something and start twisting round of their own accord. Yeah. When the wires fall out of them and stuff.
Yeah. Although we are now shooting quite a lot on, I shoot on a DSLR and you shoot on a mirrorless.
Yeah. We have expanded our technological filmy side of things.
And the photography side of it all as well. I'm getting quite into it all actually. So swapping lenses, having a go with different setups and that sort of thing is definitely part of where we want to go with the channel. That we don't want to just rely on the GoPro stuff. We want to use the third person stuff that's really high quality, and then snap to GoPro and take it first person footage then, and show you the ride with that, and then put some third person in with the DSLR or George's mirrorless, or even on the GoPro as they go past, or on phones or whatever. We're going to use a massive amount of footage to make a tiny video and hope that we can throw the angles around a lot. There will be occasionally GoPro videos where it's just from one angle. Inevitably, there's going to be some where there are less angles, but we're trying to move away from that. Although, I mean, tonight has been interesting because actually having people ask for that, that's that's something that we thought.
There are some times where it is difficult to do that, though. Like, sometimes if we're riding with lots of people, getting it all set up, all the third person stuff, if they want to keep riding, we can't really force them to stick around, and it can take quite a bit of time to film on top of riding. If you're wanting to do more than just GoPro, obviously with the GoPro it's on your chest, the gimbal, you can just press the button and off you go. But if you're wanting to get any of the third person, it does mean that you've either got to session something, or you've got to have someone ride ahead and stop somewhere interesting, and then they catch you as you go around. Sometimes the shot isn't great, so you might have to do it more than once. Sometimes you want to get a number of angles of the same shot. So at Grisdale, we spent maybe an hour on the e-bike sessioning this little area of jumps, which you'll see on the upcoming videos. But we taking photographs, taking videos. If you're riding with other people, they might not be as keen to hang around for an hour while we mess around, and because we really enjoy sessioning jumps and stuff, we love it.
Yeah. I've noticed now the switching is laggy, because I've been switching now between the two tabs at the top and the cameras, and you're on the camera now, but on the actual video, oh, there you go. Now you're on the camera. Weird.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? But we'll find a better way of doing this, hopefully, for next time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, George, listening, for watching. You're not missing out on much. We're probably going to finish in a few minutes. If there's anybody with one more question, we can just talk about the last few minutes. That'd be great.
We've just had one more subscriber, Connor Bikes.
Thank you.
Maybe even has found this live video. Maybe is watching right now. If he is watching right now, go and get on his channel. Give him a subscribe. Why not? George Liston, thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck with your good luck on your exams, George. And yeah, we'll have a good trip. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm now watching both. I'm now I'm now trying to like both things at the same time. I want to see how slow this switch is, between the cameras.
Yeah, because that's good YouTube content. That's what they want to see. Get your timers out, folks.
Say again?
I was asking people to get the timers out so we could time how long it takes.
Yeah, we're back on already now, so it's actually swapped over already. We'll put it back on you. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. It's on you. It's all on you. It's all on you. But it seems that actually, I don't know if it's because I haven't clicked the little box in the side. So weird.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be changing. Still not changing. There we go. Now it's changed. Yeah, so it's a fair delay, like 15, 20 seconds.
Now it's changed on me.
We've got a question. We've got a few minutes left. The video a little while ago where you went more cross-country was an interesting twist. Any more of that coming up?
Oh, I know which one. 7 seconds. Sam Gent, you absolute gent. It takes 7 seconds.
Just shows how bad I am at estimating time. My girlfriend's probably not too pleased about that. The video a little while ago where you went more cross-country was an interesting twist. Any more of that coming up?
I know
where about. Can you give
I know which he's talking about. He's talking about the Rosedale Ramble video, I think. And it was...
Oh, yes! Rosedale Ramble.
That was the whole twist in the channel where we went, we're going to make videos like the little episode things that we were doing before, where we were doing like Lines with Lou and George Cam and Trail Hopping and Mountain Bike Talk. We just want to make videos. We don't want to make little tiny, try and make it a web episode thing anymore. With little series. We just want to make videos for the channel. So yes, and we actually have part 2 of Rosedale Ramble to go and ride, which is apparently the best stuff to ride.
We missed all the good stuff, basically. We did all of the flat riding and none of the fun bit, and then we kind of got lost and decided to just go our own way.
Yeah, well, we actually spent too long at the pub as well, I think.
We did.
Not that either of us were drinking, but we just really enjoyed the egg mayo sandwiches.
They were good.
And we had to sit for a while.
Stuff like that. I think what's happened recently is we've been really enjoying pushing ourselves on downhill riding. So we've been doing more stuff like that. And with the BMXing as well, it's all about building our confidence. We're doing jump and downhill stuff and just generally building confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
It used to be a long time ago, it was more about building fitness, but now it seems to be more about building confidence over fitness. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be doing that stuff. With summer coming up, we've got longer days. We can just go out at a decent time in the morning and we can stay out a lot longer. And doing those rides will happen over summer at some point.
Absolutely. And Cookie has actually said it was the countryside ride where you stopped at the pub. It was Rosedale Ramble. Yeah, I was at Rosedale Ramble. For those of you that haven't seen it, if you put Rosedale Ramble into the top, it'll come up on there. Yeah, it was probably one of the most fun days on a cross country ride that I've had.
It was nice scenery, and that's what makes a sort of longer ride for me.
Yeah, it's the scenery. Yeah,
nice scenery.
Yeah. So we obviously got part 2 of that, but then North York Moors is full of free stuff to ride without having to go to the trail centres. You can just park in a village, get your bike out and go and find a loop. And so probably over summer, that will be a big staple, at least of my riding. And hopefully when we go together, that will probably be quite a large part of it, because over summer, I want to be riding at least a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. And so I don't want to be going to trail centres where I've got to spend £7-8.
What, £9 if we were to go to Derby? It's a lot of money, £9, really, considering you've also got to pay petrol as well.
Yeah.
It's sort of, it starts to add up, which, to go and ride 31k of, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to insult it because it's a great ride, but it's not what we're doing at the moment,
Yeah.
We do love Dolby. We love Dolby, but we don't want to just go ride Dolby Red Route because that isn't going to progress us. And we like biking because it makes us get better at things.
Yeah. And I think, especially having been to Spain and ridden on actual mountains, cross-country stuff is probably not going to cut it for a while until we get into that mode maybe again where we want to go and ride for fitness and not necessarily just for pure thrill.
Yeah. So now, it has been a lot about adrenaline and thrill recently.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that has come from Spain. I think we've been expecting that when we get back, that we want to go and make as much of that as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So
I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. It may have been a bit disjointed with the screen switching. Who knows? We like to try out new things, and with us being in different locations, this seemed like the only way of doing it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing as usual. Without you subscribing, there maybe wouldn't be as much reason to do it. I mean, we'd still do it because we like making the videos, but it does all add up. And
you add the value.
Yeah.
You add the value to the whole thing. So thanks again for watching.
If any of you at mountain bike meetup, get in touch with us. Let us know. Maybe we should arrange like a Saturday ride or something. See if anybody just wants to come ride with us for the day. Maybe that's something we could look into if people are interested.
You know what we should do? We should make it really easy to spot us. We should get something. We'll update you before we go, but we'll get something so that it's really easy to find out where we are on the campsite. We'll be staying in Lillian Reese campsite. That's the one just down the road that Mountain Bike Meetup recommend. And if you are there, if you're staying at the campsite and you want to come over and have a beer, have a chat, do. Totally do. We're way open to being approached. We are not like professional riders or anything like that.
Come say hello. We like
bikes, and we'll see you there.
Like trading stories.
Yeah. And so I guess we better say thanks for watching, and the camera is on you, my friend. So it's all yours.
Bye.
See you next time.